Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading. I do not use tarot cards. This is an oracle reading. I'm going to be using the Oracle of Mystical Moments and using some tarot cards that I have created myself with a bunch of different energies. If you're first time here, you'll just see how it goes. I explain it as I go. The messages that I was getting before I started this reading, after I did all my clearing and cleansing of my decks, the song from The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz might be relevant. I have been getting that a lot because of Wicked, being so popular. And it's in the energy. It's one of those things. And I grew up with it as a child. But the song that is coming through is da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun. If I only had a brain, if I only had a heart, if I only had the nerve. Like there's some relevance to that song and it's interesting that I'm getting ready to do the 4 elements. And it's like and Dorothy's trying to find home. So she's trying to find her home. The Scarecrow's trying to find a brain. The Lion is trying to find courage. And the Tin Man is trying to find the heart. And I'm getting ready to do the 4 elements. So I didn't plan it. It's just like that song was just da 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 da. And then the other strange thing is if you keep hearing dogs barking in the background, we've been having an interesting situation with animals in my neighborhood. So I don't know, you might hear dogs barking and stuff, different things. Sirens are going off. I live in an area where there's a lot of that happening right now. So anyway, let's just get into the reading. Sorry for my blabbering. The first element in this reading is going to be fire, something that is passionate, could be spiritual. The secondary element that we're going to be focusing on is earth, something that is tangible and in the physical. The tool that we're going to be utilizing from our 7 chakras that will help us navigate through this energy is going to be throat chakra. We haven't gotten that one in a lot. Ooh, something passionate that you're going to have to speak on. That's interesting. Move this back a little bit. Sorry. I didn't move this back to start with, so maybe you're going to have to readjust something. Everything that happens in a reading is not by accident or coincidence. So that may play a part in this energy that we're getting ready to delve into, that you have to use your throat chakra. Readjusting potentially. Okay, what is the lesson we're going to learn through the 7 deadly sins? Wrath. Oh gosh, somebody's angry. Somebody is having a problem with controlling their temper. Uncontrolled feelings of anger, rage, and hatred potentially leads to vengeance. And I'm not saying this is you, but this is an energy that we're going to learn from. Okay, and then the Chinese zodiacs that are going to help influence this reading and guide us on this one right here. The tiger. Man, the tiger is the 3rd sign in the zodiac lineup. It is bold, adventurous, charismatic, and has a lot of strength. The negative side is hothead, obsessive, possessive, dominant, cocky, fearless to a fault, and maybe that's where the wrath is coming into play, the negative side of the tiger. You could be born in the year of the tiger. You don't have to be. The numerology energies that are going to guide us and give us their wisdom. Sometimes I put more than one. That's why I say they. It just depends on what my fingertips pull and what feels right. 11. You could be a life path master number 11. You don't have to be. This is a high level of spiritual significance. It's innovative, a bridge between the physical and the spiritual, psychic, and delivers cosmic truth. Master number 11, master numbers are made up of two numbers. So 11 is made up of a 1 and a 2. So it's got the 1 energy of the innovation of a 1, starting something new and being an innovator. And the 2 is the coming together, the bridge that is like a mediator in things. It's got the 2 energy of partnership, in a sense, bringing balance to a situation. It's the balance, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical. And it's kind of like a portal. You think of an 11, the 2 stands walking through a doorway. Okay, interesting energy. What are the messages, spirit, that collective is needing to hear at this time? There's one. And I was talking about the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz. Courage telling. What else, spirit? These two. Inner child. Unconquered. Burst. Ooh, man, someone is standing in their truth and something's going to happen real fast. That's how I read that. I mean, that may not be when it gets clarified at all, the situation. Mesh melded, something that fits together very well. Tribal drums, could be getting your spirit team, or you're just going to the beat of your own drum. You could be meeting your spirit team, or it's one of the two. We're going to see haunting meditation, and last but not least, maddening pride. Yes. Courage telling and maddening pride may have a little bit of a Leo energy here. I don't know if that's the wrath, because we're getting tiger, and the tiger is the closest energy in the Chinese zodiac that's very similar to like a Leo energy in that way, because they're both very they got the charismatic and the strength. They're both strength and bold and event, very similar energy. So there might be, I'm not saying you could not necessarily be dealing with somebody who is a Leo, but they might have Leo aspects very strongly within their energy or in their chart, or they just might be acting that way. They don't necessarily have to be one in that sense, but they're exhibiting those characteristics. They're moving in that energy. Okay, we're going to clarify. Let's see if anything wants to fly out for the first couple that we got, especially with the courage telling, because that's the first card that popped out. Kind of like a lone read. Nope. Okay. We're going to go courage telling transformation. Scorpio and Leo together. That's interesting. Okay. I'm just going to go down the line here. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, on the bottom of the deck is can you hear me? This is going to be your advice. 28 breaks down to a 10. That's a new beginning, which has I said the 1 is involved in the 11 energy, so something innovative. 2 is also the 2. 2 is all about balance, and 8 is all about abundance. Having to do something with that's going to take balance, that has to do with infinite energy, about abundance, an abundance of standing up for yourself. Can you hear me is all about having the capability to ask for what you need in the situation, even though when I said alone read, isn't that funny? You might feel alone in this water element here, but you're going to essentially have to ask for what you want, kind of like in The Wizard of Oz when they had to go ask for what they wanted in the original one, not in the current one. The original movie where they go and they ask the wizard what they want. This might be a situation where you have to ask for what you want, and this is the advice. And it is going to bring in a lot of balance, and it is going to bring in a flow of abundance for you. And it's very innovative. And you have the tools to do this. Even though you feel alone, you're going to be speaking out on this, or communication, something about you having to communicate something that you want. Because the very first card that we got is courage telling. So that makes a lot of sense in this number 28 energy. Can you hear me? So, sorry, I'm not going to say that. That's too crazy. The song that just popped into my head. And I'm not, okay, I have to say it now because they're telling me. They are cues that I get from spirit, and they might sound really corny, but it's what I grew up with, and it's what I know, and it is a language that makes sense to me, that they communicate to me through. So, when I looked at Can You Hear Me, what went through my head was, Papa, can you hear me? And it is a musical that Barbara Streisand was in, and where she becomes a rabbi, because back then, this is a long time ago, they didn't allow women to have an education, and they had to stay at home. And so she wanted to get out in the world, so she pretended to be a boy. And her father had passed, and she sang, it was a musical. So I feel like the reason why I got that download was there might be some of you that have a father figure that has passed on, and you are wondering, can they hear you? Yes, they can. They can hear you. They're listening to you. They're with you, for sure. This could be a father, a grandfather, an uncle, whatever it is in that regard. That is for somebody. And maybe they even enjoyed that musical, or they maybe might be Jewish. You don't have to be. But maybe they enjoyed musicals, or they liked Barbara Streisand, or I don't know all that. That might be something very specific for someone. But there is a male energy that is with you, or no longer with you, that is with you in the non-physical, in the spiritual sense, in the spirit sense, that is with you, watching over you. Okay. It could be father, grandfather, uncle. Okay. Courage telling, having to obviously speak on something that, and we had the throat chakra here. So there is a lot of this transforming through this. This communication, we've got 26, which breaks down to a 9, which is all about, as we know, we're in the year of the 9, which is the snake, the year of the snake, which is all about transformation. No, it's not 9 energy. What am I doing? There's going to be a 9 somewhere in this, I promise you. This is 8 energy. I don't know where 9 is coming into play in this, but it's going to come up pretty soon. I promise you. 9 is relevant. So 6 and a 2 break down to an 8, which is abundance, infinite energy. 2 is all about balance, and 6 is all about harmony. Courage telling, that's going to bring, again, the balance and the harmony and infinite energy. Okay, let's look into this a little bit more, because transforming through courage telling. So whatever that's going to take a lot, essentially you're afraid of speaking, communicating, whatever this is going to transform a situation and bring in a lot of balance and harmony. Not only is it going to bring in a lot of balance and harmony, but it is going to, I'm hearing the word, validate somebody's inner child. A long way home is 35, which breaks down to an 8, which is all about your abundance and infinite energy. 3 is all about creativity. In this case, it's about communication also. I feel like it's leaning towards the communication in this card because of the courage telling right next to it. And 5 is all about change. It also could be adventure, and it also could be adaptability. And I feel like that's where the transformation is coming into place with this courage telling, something that's really hard to communicate in this sense. Either someone's going to be communicating that to you, or you're going to have to be doing that. Take it how it resonates. And it is going to be very, once that information gets told or discovered, it's going to be very transformative. It's going to transform a situation, and it's going to give a lot of support and relief to an inner child, either your inner child or their inner child, or it could be both. That is going to bring a lot, this communication is going to bring, you're going to have to, it's going to bring, you're going to have to be very adaptable in this situation. It's going to give a lot of flexibility, higher elevation, how you might see something in a different way from an upper perspective that you hadn't before. That is, I feel like it's going to be quite surprising. And I look at this card, I always think it looks quite surprising. It's very unique. It's going to be from a very unique perspective. Once you get this information that is either very difficult for you to tell or someone else to tell you, it is going to give you a very unique perspective on the situation, that it might be something that I feel like is something that you might even have been struggling with for a long time, that's going to alleviate and make your inner child feel very validated, because maybe you weren't getting that validation before, and it feels like a long time coming in this long way home that you're going to get that validation on. It's going to transform a whole situation and make it feel brand new for your inner child. Unconquered is like standing in your power. No one can control you. You're like an elephant. You're not going to budge. And there's an elephant in this picture. That's why I said that. Keys on a tree. 49, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3, which is all about communication or creativity. I feel like this could be a little bit of both of the two of those energies in the 3, communication and creativity. And then 9 is all about closing out cycles and elevating through challenging situations, and doing it in a very humanitarian way. So I feel like once you get this information and it transforms, either you're going to tell it or someone's going to tell it to you, and it transforms the situation, then you standing in your power and doing something very creatively. Keys on a tree is about being able to creatively see through a situation and effectively doing it to get this key off a tree and unlocking this cage. It's kind of like the 8 of Swords, but not really, because there had to be some skill involved in this. You have to be very clever. You have to be creative and curious to do this. Your curiosity pushes you to do things. So so with the inner child, you're going to unlock something that you've always been able to do really well, but you haven't been able to tap into that because of whatever was not being told to you, or whatever you were not able to say or speak about in a situation, is going to be very freeing to your inner child, and it's going to create a lot of independence and standing strong in your power, where you can essentially be able to get yourself out of any situation creatively, because you've always had that capability to do that. We're talking about the master number 11 capability, has that really strong. It's a high level of spiritual significance and innovation. You have that innovative spirit and capability to be able to just, you have like an inner, it's like a psychic inner knowing. You have this inner knowing, this strong inner knowing, and with the one and the two, being able to balance and being innovative at the same time, you're going to self-discover that when this information gets, it transforms the situation. Whatever this information that you're going to speak on or communicate, or someone's going to communicate it to you, is very freeing. It's a game changer. Something that's going to happen really fast. Also, once you realize that you're standing in your power and you're not able to be conquered by anything, and you can essentially, you are your own hero, and you're going to rescue yourself out of this tower, Rapunzel. You don't need anybody else to do this. You're going to do it for yourself because you have the talent and the capability to do that. And once you realize it, things are going to happen very fast for you in a way that you're going to be able to see things and observe things in this number 5 energy that is, again, may have to have some adaptability. You're going to gain a lot of adaptability very quickly in situations that are going to allow you to be able to sit back and call the shots in your own life, because you weren't able to do that before this information gets spoken on, whether you're going to speak on it or someone else is. This is actually kind of cool. It's some really big information. It's a game changer in a lot of ways, because the whole thing is, the advice is speak up. And third chakra. And this is something that could potentially be very spiritual, because we have the master number 11 here. This is high level energy, but it's passionate, and it has something to do with the earth. So it's something here in the physical, something that's very meaningful to you here in the physical. Something that mesh meld goes together very well is a gift. And the other energy that follows suit to that, that's connected with it, is this tribal drums. So it's one of two things. This energy is going to be different for different energies that are watching this. So either you're going to discover that your unique abilities, your gifts, your capabilities that are now being able to come forward because of this, whatever's going to be spoken is going to release a lot inside of you. It's going to create a lot of healing. And it's like a reverse tower. It's a good tower. That's game changer. So it's either going to be the gift that you're going to learn about yourself, that you have your own unique way of doing something, or there's going to be a gift of understanding that you have soul tribe family. You have people in your life that you're going to discover that do have your back, that do want to uplift you and support you. And that could be the gift in all of that, is that they're going to be that gift for you that you didn't know you had. And in the tribal drums that mesh meld so well together. So this is the mesh meld for the gift, followed by the tribal drums, home in the sky. So yes, this could be very much talking about your soul tribe family, or that you're just going to discover that you're just really great at moving around wherever you go. Home is where your heart is, like a bird flying. Number 41. Oh, did I break down gift? I probably didn't. I skipped around here. The gift is 23, which breaks down to a 5, which is all about change, challenges, and adaptability. So, and you might find that that is your strength in this whole thing. 2 is all about balance, and 3 is all about creativity and communication. And there's a lot of communication in this reading. So it's going to be a gift, this information that's going to get communicated to you, or that you're going to speak on. It is going to make something fit together that you didn't see before, but it was always there. And the tribal drums, able to be anywhere, go anywhere could be just home is you're able to make any situation feel like it resonates with you and you're able to own it and navigate the way that you want to, like a bird finding refuge anywhere. You can find refuge anywhere, and you're good like that because you walk to the beat of your own drum, or you are going to be heavily supported by your soul tribe family, or someone could, and that could mean one person that's got your back. It could mean a whole family, a whole group of people. They don't have to be blood related, or it could just be your spirit team. But you're going to be profoundly understanding that big time. Haunted meditation, change of seasons. Here's the scorpionic energy again, transformative energy. 42 is 6, which is all about harmony. 4 is all about stability. 2 is all about balance. So being able to handle anything that comes your way through the changing of the seasons in a very stable, balanced way, harmoniously. It's actually, where is the, I feel like this is the wrath. So while you're getting this information that you're going to be receiving is not going to be so great for someone else. So it's going to help, either you're going to speak on it and it's going to help you to get this information out, and that's going to cause the other person to maybe lose their cool. Let's just say that. They're going to lose their cool because we have wrath out here. Or you're going to get this information that is going to be a game changer for you. And because you got told this information that someone else didn't want you to know, they're going to lose their cool. So somebody's going to be really upset about this. Someone communicating something. Because this is transformation, haunting meditation. It's like, this is something that I feel like it's going to change things. It's this transformation. This is something that's been transforming, that's been brewing for a really long time. And it's like whispers or something. It's being shown to me. It's like something, it's been something that's been building and building and building and building and waiting to transform. This is I call this the tower card. It's very similar to the energy of it's very similar to the tower in the tarot deck, but this is a good tower. This is a good tower. You want this energy because you want the reveal. You want to understand why there's a blockage in your life or why something is not making sense. But when in actuality, it always did. And maddening pride, sleeping beauty's dream, which is a 3, which is all about creativity, or it could be about communication. I feel like this is a big disruption to somebody's dreams. I think somebody had envisioned something in their mind that is, when this information gets revealed, either you're going to speak on it, it's going to upset somebody else that you did, or someone's going to give that information to you and it's going to upset somebody that you're learning something that's going to cause a lot of maddening. Someone's going to go, I don't know if they're going to go mad, but it's going to cause them to have this strong feelings of anger that they had these dreams up in their head. And now maybe they had, to me, this feels these two cards together feel very 7 of Cups energy to me. Fantasy. Somebody was holding on to a fantasy for a really long time about a situation that is now going to get revealed, and someone's going to get that information that they so desperately needed to learn about a situation on whatever end of the side of that you're on. And underneath the advice of can you hear me to speak up, it's number 6, listen. Where's the 9 energy? 7, 8, 9, 10. Why did I think there was a 9 energy? I think the reason why I said 9 is because it's going to happen. It's a current situation. We're in the year of the 9. And that's why I was thinking that was this was saying the year of the 9, because I was thinking serpentine energy. But this is clearly a 6 and a 2, which is 8. But we're in transformative energy, which is the year of the snake. So this is going to happen soon. If it hasn't already happened in this year, it will happen soon. So at 6, it's going to bring a lot of harmony when you speak up on this. It's going to bring some balance in. This is temperance and high priestess energy. Being able to really feel grounded and tapped into yourself or to the situation. You're going to really get a handle on things. When this information that either you're going to speak on or someone's going to give you this communication, it is going to really give you a greater understanding and a greater understanding of the bigger picture of your situation, and really bring in a lot of peace and love and harmony, everything that entails in the number 6. And then after this card is No Rain Today, number 37, which is also a new beginning. So it's going to bring a new beginning of, yes, there is a little bit of, this is upsetting someone else in a different situation, that could be attached to this person that's in some way connected to this person that's upset in this scenario because you've learned something or you've spoken about something that's upsetting to them. And you're going to have to focus on what it's doing overall and how it's helping either another person or yourself, because it's exposed something. The sunshine, this light, has exposed something. And the sun is also Leo energy. So big Leo energy and Scorpionic energy in this read. 3, again, is about communication or creativity. It's a curiosity, too. It's about that, too. You might be very... this might alleviate a lot of your curiosity that you had for like a really long time. A really, really long time about a situation. And 7 is all about spiritual. It's very spiritual, and it's all about higher learning. So the information that you're going to learn is going to answer a lot of questions about things, about a situation that you were very curious about, perplexed about, that you never got any answers on. And maybe you didn't know if you ever were going to get any answers on, but you are definitely going to get those answers. And it's going to cause someone else to feel very stranded. It's going to cause, because they were shooting for something that they got caught up in the trees in. And 44 breaks down to an 8, which is karma. Good, it's karmatic justice. And 4 is all about stability. So this is going to balance out and create overall stability in the situation, but cause someone else to like take a step back and learn. And they might be really, 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 really upset about the situation. But this is how it was meant to go down. This is how it was meant to go down. That's what they're telling me. It's a good learning situation for everybody. And this tiger energy, yeah, you're about to like find out that you have like an adventurous soul. You're very charismatic and you have a lot of strength and you're bold. You've been held back a lot in situations, and this information is going to it's going to deliver a lot of truths that you were really curious about getting those answers to. And it is going to be very much like a gift. Very much like a gift. Very upsetting to someone else, but a gift overall nonetheless, and a big lesson for everyone to learn, all involved. And I hope everyone got something out of this reading. I hope that the message was delivered correctly, and if you were meant to find this, I hope that it helps you. I hope that everyone is having a great day wherever you are. I wish you well. I send you positive energy. Thank you always for stopping by and watching my readings. I really appreciate it. And stay safe. Everyone have a great day. Bye.